Kilo 3 Delta Papa Tango.
Delta Papa Tango station, come back with a call again, please.
Roger, Kilowatt 3, K3 Delta Papa Tango. Tim in Annapolis. Just wondering if K1GZL is still around.
I guess he isn't. He was in here early. We usually open up the network with Charlie. Roger.
Roger. I go back to the mid-'60s, working Charlie on 40 meters with some other friends local here in in Maryland, and heard him, but I didn't have a chance to get on the air. We're using a 7610 here in the center element on our stepper beam, and it's only up about 40 feet right now. Go ahead.
Roger. Your radio's a 7610?
Yes, it is, and you're 20 over 9 on peak. Very nice signal.
Roger. Well, of course, that 7610 is a three-ring circus within itself. I was just listening to your audio, and it sounded like you might be a little on the bassy side. If I could suggest a couple of things for you, Roger.
Yeah, go ahead.
I would roll two off on the bottom side, and 2 up on the high side, on the top side.
I'm running through the menu right now.
Settings.
Okay, I'm 1 at the bass and +3 on the treble. You want to do what?
Roll a couple off the bottom side, negative off the bottom side. From where you are, roll 2.
Okay, that's 2 less on the bass.
All right, and then on the top side, add 1. Let's see where it goes.
Okay, it's 1 on the top, on the treble.
Alrighty, and tell me about your antenna.
It's a loop antenna. The stepper beam has a loop for 40 meters. It's it's the only antenna I have for 40 right now. My other one came down. I haven't had a chance to put it back up.
Roger that. Now, just out of curiosity, if you hit quick and open up quick and take a look at your drive and tell me what the settings are on that.
%50 on the drive. It's the default setting.
Roger. And are you usually? What I'm looking for is about a 3 dB dynamic range, 2.5 to 3 dB dynamic range, which is pretty fat. And I usually start off with about a 3 on the compressor. If that's a 1 to 10, I would suggest a 3 on the compressor. Roger.
Okay, that was 5 on the compressor. Now it's 3.
Roger. And what's your mic gain?
That's a fault. I think it's 50.
All right. So let's go back to a drive and bring the drive up to about 55.
55.
All right, and I need about 20 seconds of your talking so I can hear what's going on. Roger.
Roger. Okay. Back to Charlie. I remember when he was in Vermont, he had a 3-element beam on 40 meters. It was held up by 6 telephone poles. I remember that vividly. He was quite a character then, and sounds like he's doing well. I hope he's in good health, and if I don't get back again next Friday to talk to him, would you please tell him that the group from Maryland talk about him occasionally, and somebody usually runs into him, so That's the first I've heard him. Go ahead.
Should I say Tim?
Yeah, roger.
And what was the call one more time?
I'm sorry, K3, Delta, Papa, Tango.
Roger, I got that. And right now I'm saying that you're looking at the output of your audio on a VU meter from my receiver. It looks like you're running right at a 2.5 to 3 dB dynamic range. So you're pretty fat, Roger.
Well, I appreciate it. I do. You said something about running the recordings on YouTube.
Roger, we have been running recording air check from 3:30 till 5 Eastern, so we are running now. And what we do is post it up on YouTube. We have a Qso-Vlog page on YouTube. If you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, that will take you to our Qso-Vlog page. And on that page, you'll be looking for a Qso-Vlog entitled My Group Air Check 3819, which is today's date. My Group Air Check 3819. Roger?
Okay, Roger. I appreciate that. And as I said, if you get a chance to talk to Charlie again any time before I do, please tell him I said hi. Are you hearing me on the same antenna you're transmitting on?
Yes, I am. Right at this moment, we are located near Louisville. We're just across the mighty Ohio River at Louisville. We're on the Indiana side, though.
Okay, Roger. You were just a positive 20 dB over 9. I mean, just pegged it and stayed there the whole transmission. So you're getting quite a nice signal this way. What are you seeing me at?
I'm seeing you at 10 dB, 10 over S9, Roger?
Roger. We're running similar power. I'm running about 1 kilowatt now.
Roger. Yeah, I'm looking at my VU meter. I run almost no RF in the front end. I have adjusted just below compression so I can get the cleanest audio signal possible. So when you run like that, you can't really get an S meter reading because there's nothing to read hardly. But I am looking at my meter as far as the residual noise level after I've adjusted U for zero level, and it's falling down to about a 10. And I have noticed there is almost a direct correlation between my minus 10s and 15s and S meter readings of 10 over and 12 over S9.
Well, it certainly sounds good. It certainly looks good. I'm watching you on my scope. Your audio is just filling up the waterfalls real nice from top to bottom and side to side. So thanks again for all this. I'll try to check in on YouTube and look at your YouTube channel, and maybe there'll be somebody else out here that wants to run around the same path I just took with you and see what they're doing. I've had this radio since it's one of the first ones. So I've had it for over a year now. Haven't had any problems that anybody else has had, and I've just got my fingers crossed. Go ahead.
Oh, you've got the radio. I mean, in secret, that is my first choice. But I would not kick a 7300 out of bed. I mean, I love that radio too. So I guess the 7610 would be my wildest wish come true. But just in general wishes, I would gladly take a 7300. Roger.
Yeah, I think they sound great. And I think I would go with something like that, except for the fact that I like to work DX, and the second receiver sure comes in handy. Here's my phone, so I'm going to sign with you. 73, thanks again, and I'll look for you again next week.
Roger, Roger. And the new EQ should help you as far as CQDX, because it, and I forgot to ask you, and I know you got a phone line, but you're running widest mode possible, right?
Yes, that's affirmative.
Good. 3 Z-Way, sir. Yeah, there's no reason to operate in any other mode but, the best 100 to 2900 or whatever it might be, the best. You don't want to stray too much over 3, but I'll say 3 is now, sir, and I'll mention to Charlie when I hear him. This is KC9VKV and the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog network. If you've got a radio you want to check out the audio, give us a shout. We are recording.